I'm Azal from The Upcoming. It's lovely to meet you and speak to you today. Congratulations on this fantastic series.
Right, thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit of background to your character and what it was about the script that appealed to you?
I'd sort of known about the books, and I knew Nikolai, who played Matthew's character, Karl Mork, in the films, in the Danish films, so I was aware of them. And then when I heard that Scott Frank, who had adapted a lot of the Elmore Leonard stuff, of which I'm a big fan, Out of Sight and Get Shorty and all those things, it seemed like the perfect recipe. And then when I managed to get a part in it, I was completely thrilled. And Scott didn't let me down, you know, it was brilliant to do.
And what was it like working with him on set, as, you know, in the seat of director?
It's great. As I've said, he's so enthusiastic, you know, as I said earlier. He's so enthusiastic. He really champions actors. He's got an amazing acerbic sense of humour, and which can be off-putting to some people, but I just lapped it up. I thought it was great. And I just looked forward to going to work every day with him. It was just great, you know, to think he was along the road and I was going to work with him for a day. I was a real fan. In fact, I'm a bit over gushy now, but you know.
Were you starstruck?
Yeah, I can't believe you asked me that. I was a bit I don't get starstruck, but Scott Frank, I was like.
And what was it like working with Matthew Good and obviously such an amazing ensemble cast of other Scottish actors?
Yeah, well, I knew a lot of them, particularly Mark Bonnar. I am very close with. Matthew I'd known for some time. We met a long time ago. I had to remind him of that. He had forgotten that through a fug. But I reminded them that we had indeed met before and hadn't seen each other for ages, so it was great to see him again. And, you know, I loved his stuff, and, you know, my sister, my girlfriend, love him in Downton Abbey and stuff, so they were cooing at the thought of me working with them, you know, more than I was cooing. But I coo more now than they do.
And obviously scandi-noir, I mean, it's great that Scott's adapted it from from Copenhagen through to Scotland and kind of blended that scandi-noir with kind of grit of Scotland as well. Yeah. What was it like filming there and being there for 6 months to do that?
Well, I live in Edinburgh, so it was handy. It was brilliant. It was just 10 minutes away, the studio. So that was great fun. I had done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work in the past. In Denmark, I did a film, Barbara Wants to Kill Himself, and I did Nicholas Winding Refn's Valhalla Rising, and I've been over to Copenhagen many times for many other jobs and stuff. So that whole scandal, I thought that ship had sailed, you know, and it partly has. There was a real sort of golden era at the end of the 90s going into the 2000s where the Scandies, particularly the Danes and the Scots, were doing a lot of amazing stuff, you know, starting with Breaking the Waves onto Young Adam and so on. And it's nice that that's been reignited in a way, although it's useless stuff, but it's brilliant that that's maybe back on the cards, you know. And you can't beat a bit scandi-noir, you know.
No, but I think it's so unique as well because it's got these layers of humour running through it as well. So
exactly, yeah. I think we shared that, and I remember saying that in interviews 20 years ago that we do share that sense of humour. You know, we definitely do share that gallows humour. So it makes it easy to adapt. You know.
Oh, listen, thank you so much for speaking to me. Enjoy your evening. Congratulations. Thank you.